What's up, guys? I have a unique opportunity today to take a look at somebody else's Canyon AT4. Now my truck's still being built and waiting patiently on that. I'm not eager to make the payments, but we're seeing some build quality issues and I wanted to take a minute to show you guys what I see on the truck so far. This is not a slight on GM. This is not a across the board. This is what you're getting with the GM products nowadays. But we're seeing a couple little consistent issues, and I wanted to make sure that I share that with you guys before you take delivery of your Canyon. Or maybe you have, and you might want to take a look at these before too much longer. So let's dive into this, and I'll show you guys what I found and what you guys are talking about in the forums. And just wanted to have a quick, concise video on what's wrong and what to look for. Let's start at the front here. One of the things we're noticing is panel alignment. So the panel here on the front plastic bumper to the metal fender is not quite 100%. You guys can see that panel here is low and right here is high. So I don't know that that's really an issue other than just kind of what we're seeing with how things align. Maybe we'll figure out a way once I get my truck to see if my truck's the same way and see if we can align that. Let's check the other side. So passenger side here looks a little bit low here and a little bit high here. So maybe that's just kind of how that panel lines up. It's really hard to make a video with a body shop next door moving vehicles and the alarms going off. Next on the panel alignment topic is the door seams. We're noticing the doors aren't quite aligned. This exact truck is no exception. The passenger side right here on the top is lined up really nice. The door seam on the front, the middle, and the back here look great. The driver's side tells a different story though. So the driver's side over here is massive. It's probably not quite a 1/4 inch on the top, and it's down to about 3/16 on the bottom. That's just not acceptable. Even the top of the door here is a little bit off, probably close to 1/8 of an inch. I'm actually gonna mention that to Bobby because I think this is a truck that he's sold, and so I wanna make sure that his customer is getting the best vehicle possible. Since we're on the driver's side, I'm gonna talk about the badging. Now this truck looks pretty good. The badging is actually pretty straight across the body line here. But I'll put a picture up on the screen now. One of the guys in the Facebook groups had an AT4 logo that was significantly, visibly crooked, and I'm not quite sure how you do that, but that wasn't the only thing that was crooked on his truck. So back here in the bed, we have an issue with the logo that's been stuck to the front of the bed, and his also was crooked. Now this is absolutely the exception here. His truck was crooked, this truck is not. I've only seen, I think, one other one where the logo was a little bit crooked in the back of the bed, so I figured at least I'm gonna bring it up and tell you guys about it, and that way it's something you guys can look for when you take delivery of your truck. Since we're in the bed, I want to talk about the glue seam on either side of the bed that attaches the bed floor to the bed side. I did see a picture where the glue had been chipped from the very end nearest the tailgate. I don't know if that was just in shipping or somebody slid something in there or it just somehow chipped off. That's not just something to take a look at when you get your truck. That's actually something to be cognizant of over time. Now I don't know if that's an issue or will become an issue with non-sprayed in bed liner beds or factory bed liner trucks or aftermarket Line-X or whatever products. I don't know the kind of failure mode, but I do know that we've seen somebody have an issue with it, and I'm telling you guys about it. Another thing we noticed was paint runs somewhere in the bottom of the tailgate or just really anywhere in the truck in general. Just be mindful on the bottoms of the doors and just the bottoms of the panels and whatnot. Just look over the truck as best you can and look for any sort of paint runs on the vertical surfaces. Just make sure that everything's copacetic and not a problem. On that topic, there's one right there. I literally just found one. I was literally going to change topics and I literally found one on this truck, so I'll flip the camera and I'll show you guys. So this wasn't staged at all. I literally walked around the truck and found this. I was literally just noticing it. But there's a little paint drip that they have knocked off, and that might be a problem. There's a couple little tiny ones right here. I don't know if I can get that. I'll have to see if I can zoom in and show you guys that. I don't know if that'll focus, but you guys can see this right here. And this little paint dip right here. Man, I don't know if you guys can hear the alarms next door, but God, that's annoying. I have a suspicion why this hood was oversprayed. And we're gonna go take a look at the roof real quick to check my suspicions. So a few months ago in Winsville, Alabama, where these trucks are being built, there was a massive hailstorm and a whole mess of trucks got messed up. So a lot of them had damage on the hood and fenders and roof, and I don't know if you guys know this, but a roof is very difficult to replace. So they likely hired a whole bunch of PDR guys to pull out all the hail damage and sent the trucks on their way. Well, some of those trucks skipped the process, or maybe had some dents that got missed during the inspection process. And your truck, if you took delivery recently, or maybe even they're still coming, maybe your truck has hail damage that did not get caught. So I have a suspicion that this hood may have been part of that, but I'm not sure, and I'm not willing to accuse anybody. I'm just saying it's something to be aware of, and I want you guys to know about it so that you can look for it when you get your truck. Something I noticed on the Canyons that I didn't see on the Trail Boss and the Z71 on the Chevy dealership I looked at recently, the Canyons all had a chip guard on the bottom rocker and up the quarter panels a little bit on the bedsides. The problem is that chip guard wasn't adequately wiped off of the pinch weld on the bottom and has these little tiny stalactites. Comment below, is it a stalagmite or stalactite, the one that's coming down from the roof? Little paint drips, effectively, up the chip guard, down on the pinch weld, and if you have a brightly colored vehicle, this tan one doesn't look too bad, but you do see it. But the white, the red, the blue, super pop. And almost every truck that I've seen has that issue. So, quick little scrape with a razor blade or a pipe edge scraper tool. I'll link one below just to show you guys what I'm talking about. Quick cut of that, and that'll look clean. I don't know if that's going to cause any rust issues down the road. I hope not. I guess if you don't cut it hard enough or deep enough to the metal and just cut the chip guard off, you'll be fine. Again, something that I wanted to bring to light for you guys, and something for you to be aware of. New topic, missing parts. Along the lines of the hail damage, some of these trucks did not receive the optioned dampener, the hood insulation, sound dampener, or whatever you want to call it. Some of the trucks didn't get it, so that's something to be aware of. Just as a side note, no trucks ever came with a cover for this side of the engine cover, so I'm thinking about making something for it, but I don't know how I want to do that just yet. But it just looks super unfinished with the whole entire fender just being open like that and there. So I don't know if it's for airflow or for what, but GM didn't put any cover on the side of the engine bay whatsoever. That's not included. No vehicle will ever have that unless somebody comes to the market with a cover panel, and that's what you get. Make sure that you get the antenna installed. I believe they ship without it, and sometimes it's forgotten, so just make sure that your antenna is installed, and maybe you can get a stubby one like the one I'll put in a link below. That's entirely enough about the outside. Let's talk about the inside. I did see somebody manage to rip their seat, factory seat cover. I don't remember if it's a jet black or whatnot. I'll attempt to find the photo for you guys, but the stitching had already failed right in the front seat area, I believe. One of the first couple walk arounds, I noticed a big pinch in the fabric right about here. I'll put a picture of that up too. And I noticed on this one over on right there, you guys can see that fabric's got a pinch in it. Again, this is not a dig on GM. This is not a you shouldn't buy this truck. I don't think I'm qualified for that. I haven't even driven a truck. Like, honestly, I've not even driven a truck. The farthest I've ever been in a truck so far, the 23 Canyon in Colorado, has been from the front of the dealership to right where this truck sits in that seat. I didn't even drive the thing. So I didn't want to because it's Bobby's customer, I think, or somebody else's customer. I don't want to have the risk of damaging their truck accidentally. So I haven't even driven one yet. So I don't think I'm qualified to really say much on the quality of the vehicle, but I did want to share with you guys what I'm finding. Yeah, it is hot in here. I need to turn the car on. Oh yeah, holy crap, it's hot in here. One of the guys I was talking to was his buttons seemed to be excessively clicky from side to side. He noticed that the buttons weren't lined up. This one here is all indented from the rest of them, or this one's maybe proud. Look at this button, I'm moving all over the place. So I would say that's a build quality issue from whoever spec'd out these parts. That would bug the heck out of me. Not a whole lot of people knew this little cubby existed, but there's a cubby back here. I might have to go outside and take a look at it, but there's been a couple trucks where this little cubby here is MIA. It's completely gone. So something to be aware of to make sure that your truck has it. I don't know if the Bose center speaker covers that. I guess I could look in the pictures, but I believe all of the trucks that have Bose or not should have this little cubby here, and some guys noticed that was missing. Make sure that if you guys optioned the rear charging center, make sure that's actually there. We did see somebody that didn't have theirs in the truck, and they said they swore up and down that they ordered it. So if you ordered that feature, make sure that it's there. Another option feature you guys are missing is floor mats. Make sure that if you actually did option floor mats, that they're included in the truck. It's a really cool truck, guys. I'm not gonna try to lie to you and try to persuade you guys against these trucks. They've got their issues. They all have their own little idiosyncrasies across brands and whatnot. So it's not specific to GM. I'm sure there's other build quality issues of other makes and models, but I wanted to show you guys what's going on with these trucks and at least give you guys something to look forward to or look at when you take delivery of your truck. Like I said earlier, if you have already taken delivery of your truck, go take a look at some of these things. Notice if you have the same issues that this truck has, or some of the issues that I brought up. So with that, thank you guys for watching. Comment below and tell me what you guys have noticed on your truck too. Maybe I'll do a follow-up video once my truck comes in. And also, if you guys have any mods or any ideas for the trucks going forward, please comment below and let me know, or shoot me an email, sales@badlandindustries.com. I would love to make you guys some products for these trucks. So thanks for watching.